Today, we will talk about how jewelry is a gendered product in American culture and society. Jewelry is an example of material culture, and like most material culture, such as clothing or sunglasses, has no need to be gendered, as both sexes can easily use all of the products. Through the process of socialization, we are taught that jewelry is predominantly a woman's product. This is used in our society to further polarize the genders and create differences that don't need to be there. First, let's talk about the American tradition of wedding rings. A woman's wedding band is typically light in color to exemplify purity, and thin with a thin band and a large stone on top. The large stone on top is quite inconvenient for day-to-day use as it could easily catch on fabrics and clothing. Women's wedding bands are typically made out of sterling silver or white gold. A men's wedding band is typically thicker than a woman's and very plain. Within the past decade, it has become very common for men's wedding rings to be made of tungsten, a more industrial metal that is also used in electrical work. Race plays a big part in men's ability to wear jewelry. Men's jewelry on average is much larger than women's. Italian Americans are socially allowed to adorn their bodies with jewelry, as seen here by this man's flashy and large pinky rings. African American men are also socially allowed to wear more jewelry than most men. But even in the media, men who choose to adorn their bodies with jewelry also publicly and regularly assert their masculinity in physical ways, as seen here by these music artists and by Mr. T. Men in the media who choose to break these norms are negatively sanctioned for it, like Johnny Depp, who is known for adorning his body with various types of jewelry on a regular basis. In my personal experience as a commissioned jeweler, I have observed that I am positively sanctioned when I create pieces that are considered feminine or beautiful by social standards of jewelry. I have also observed that when I create pieces that are masculine by social standards, I tend to be negatively sanctioned or greeted with statements such as, "Wow, you made that?" in surprise that a petite female could make jewelry so masculine. I am greeted with those reactions as well when I challenge the idea of traditional wedding rings that America has created. This relates to power in our society by the fact that women are expected to adorn their bodies for men and not to challenge their masculinity, and the fact that most men are not socially allowed to adorn themselves with more than a simple, plain wedding band, showing that in society, women's primary role is to be beautiful, while men shouldn't bother with something so trivial, and that men and women should not challenge social norms or traditions. I hope this video has shown you how jewelry is unnecessarily gendered by American culture and society, and that jewelry is a material culture that, like most, supports androcentrism in America.